What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Folks Finance. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment to consider subscribing, turning on that bell notification, and liking this video. We're going to jump right into this video. I don't want to make it a big 15-20 minute video with all the stuff that I found out about Folks Finance. I want to make sure it's seen on screen. If you like what you see and you appreciate it, you learned something, here is a QR code with my Algorand wallet, or in the description is my Algorand wallet. Any tips are greatly appreciated. Make sure you leave a note. I want to do a big shout out to Rich. He sent me 5 Algorand, and I really appreciate it. I will probably go over that later, but I really want to get into the stuff that I've learned and better opportunities for making finance. I'm not a financial advisor or anything along those lines. Let's jump right into sharing the screen. Nerdy dude stuff. We got that intro done pretty quick, so let's jump right into this. Last time we spoke about Algorand last week, we had jumped into Folks Finance and we did our borrowing collateral, stuff like that. But after about a week or so, I noticed some stuff that was kind of funky to me, and I'm wondering if it's going to be reworked or changed when it comes to the loaning and stuff like that. Now, what we originally did is we went to the staking and we did what was one of the ultra stakes, but I didn't really like having the borrowed amount, so I immediately paid the borrow amount back. And so we ended up with about 19. When I realized this, we had 1,926 Algo staked. Right now the X Algo transacts at rate of right here 1.1288 to 1 X Algo equals 1.1288. Now, we had the total of our 1926 Algo that was staked up here after we paid off all the loaning. We had it in our collateral, and then we were showing that it was reflecting a 6.65% APR, and there was a very, 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 very slow amount of X Algo being added into the account because the rewards automatically accumulated to keep staking, which is why it says that there's an APY of, it was like 22%. There was a 22% APY, and that's because the rewards were automatically added to your staked balance, and so then you would be able to compound on that as well. But it sat here with a 6.65% APR, and then the rewards were going up very slowly. Now, that didn't make any sense to me on how slow they were going, so what I did is I took a 12-hour sample. I started the night with 1,926.304114 whatever X Algo, and then 12 hours later I looked at my balance and it increased by a very, very small amount. So I did a little bit of my high school math. I used a little bit of ChatGPT to help me come up with the formula that's going to show exactly what that APR increase in that 12-hour window was and what it would be projected at if it was for a full year. And what it did is it came to about 0.18% APR. And I'm going to show you where you can see that reflected here in a moment, which doesn't tie into the current APR. So after some digging and some talking to people at the platform, I kind of come to the realization that the forecasted prediction of this 6.65% APR is the amount that's increased. And they are actually very open with this. It's just not as easily understood as I thought it would be, because you sit here and you see 6.65% APR and you assume that's what it's going to be for your APR. No, what they're really doing is they're counting on the fact that as more Algo is being placed into the platform, X Algo will increase in value as that's being staked and so on and so forth. And some of that information is definitely here in this, like what is liquid staking. It's, all that stuff is listed down here. If you kind of go through it with a fine-tooth comb to understand it, the 6.658% APR now, to my understanding, isn't going to be a guarantee because they're assuming that the price is going to increase by 6.65% APR wide over the next year. So that was kind of what I was noticing, but the ticking going up was also because of the staking as collateral. So where I found that out and where the thing started to correspond was we did something like, I'm going to just do this. We're going to stake 2 Algo, and I'm going to do it for a little bit, and we're going to just ultra stake that, and then we're going to go and unlock this here. I have to open up my app and I have to confirm the transaction. We have to do this on Parrot as well. So we're going to confirm that. So I'm going to show this in 2 places. I'm trying to do this as fast as possible because I also want to add some more staking to the platform while I'm on camera here. So we just staked 2 Algo. We did a little bit of super stake or ultra stake, so it gave us 2.88. So technically we borrowed 0.88 Algo. We can go pay that back real quick. Who cares? I'm going to unstake it here in just a second. But we can go into the staking portion right here. No, is that the right one? No, it's not. We want to go into the staking portion right here, where right now everything's going to be off because loan to value, blah, blah, blah. Liquid margin, there's no chance it's going to be margin liquid because it's so low. But anyway, we're going to go into right here. We're going to unlock, we're going to detach this so that way we can add and remove collateral. We're going to confirm the transaction over on our phone and go from there. Let's have a sip of our water. Hey, I know you guys said you missed the beer reviews and everything like that. Right now I'm on a super hardcore diet, so that's why I'm not doing it. So anyway, once you go into the collateralization of the loan, you can see right here that you're expecting a 0.18% APY, and that's really what that original amount was looking like based on the amount that increased in a 12-hour span. So let's go back and see if I can unstake this, because I don't want to have that all staked in there because I'm not going to do it. We're going to unstake. We're going to unstake and get our 2 algo back. Hey, a little bit of algo more. Yay. We're going to confirm that. Close. We're going to let that go. Cool. So we're back to being unstaked with the algo. So I just wanted to show that's where the first part of the 0.18% APR was listed. Now, if we go into loans and then we go into the value of the loans, this is what we essentially were doing on the other ultra staking page. Was we were providing collateral, but they wouldn't allow us to borrow against the collateral. So with that collateral provided in X algo, it was sitting at 0.18%. And that was actually more reflective of the rewards that we're seeing over that 12-hour period. We ended up going another 12 hours before another 24 hours before I pulled everything out to go into somewhere else. And I can definitely confirm that we were only sitting at a 0.18% APR increase in the value. Now, what exactly did we do and readjusted? And I mean, again, if you're fine with that, or if you want to sit there and you want to go into the staking, do whatever you want. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you want to go to ultra staking and you want to set and lock that away under the pretenses or the assumption that X algo is going to go up to one X algo is worth like 3 algo, so on and so forth, then by all means, absolutely lock it away. But I like to do some stuff, and I'll probably diversify the portfolio a little bit more by maybe locking another, $100 or $1,000 in the future into the ultra staking because of, the double of the points and the rewards and blah, blah, blah. But I'm probably not going to play around with borrowing. I might do a circular problem on that. I don't know. But what I ended up doing, and I'm going to do it live here on screen as well, is I went into just the depositing in the staking pools, and I added to the pool right now for times 2 the algo rewards, sitting at an APY of 6.79%. So what does that mean? It means that this algo pool that I have deposited into is going to yield and you'll see the number go up slowly. You should see the number go up slowly here. In fact, when I did this earlier, I took a screenshot of it. My number was, and I did this earlier this morning, not exactly a full 12-hour sample, but this would be at 7 a.m. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost a 10-hour, like in 20 minutes, it'll be a 10-hour sample. So 10 hours ago, we had 2,171 algo, which we still have 2,171 algo, 0.5889. And so now we're at 0.728. So if we do the maths, we want to math our math here, 0.7285 minus 2171.5889. So in the past 10 hours, we've received 0.13 algo. The algo's current price at 29 cents, that's 4 cents in the past 10 hours. And that's, you might sit there and be like, oh, that's only 4 cents, but I only have $620 at the current algo price locked away in this pool. And you can withdraw at any time. And this is also continuously staking, continuously stacking. So as you get those rewards, so if we're at 728525, let's see if we hit refresh. I don't think it's going to auto tick, but if we hit refresh, let's see. Yep. So now we're up to 87. So now you can see that's actively going up. And then, of course, when I get off of this video, I'm going to do a calculation to see what exactly is, if that is accurately being reflected. And we're going to go from there. So here's what you do. Very easy. You go to the link in the description probably. I think they're working on a referral code for me, which is going to be greatly appreciated. And then you're going to go into Folk Finance. You just go to the regular deposit screen, and then you could select what's going to work best for you. Now, there are some other options that you can do, and I'm going to probably dabble and FanDuel around in those as well, where I like the Algo versus the USDC lending pool. You can get the LP token. You go in there, and you're looking at a 56.46 APY. And then also you got Algo with USDC on Tinyman, and that's a little more heavier on the amount of people in there, because you can see it's almost 500,000 versus 100,000, and you can see the APYs there. So I'm going to dabble in those with a couple of bucks just to see how those go. But right now, just the smooth, easy, set it and forget it options that I'm doing is just depositing in here. So let's get our Algo wallet back up. And then we're going to go up to here. We do have our wallet linked, and right now we have a total of 60 algo that we can, I got a Face ID. We have a total of 60 Algo. Obviously, in my wallet, I actually have 64 Algo, but one for estimations, and they usually keep 3 Algo hidden for fees or anything along those lines. But we know as Algo users that the fee is only 0.001. But you always want to make sure you have a little extra Algo in your wallet just to cover that. Now, I personally want to make sure I always have 10 Algo in each of my Algo wallets if I transact on fees, even though I don't necessarily need it. But just for the sake of something like Fry Finance that does send a verification transaction every now and then to confirm that your miners are actively working, they do have to go through Algo. You do need Algo to cover that fee. So it's only one Algo covers like 100 transactions or something. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and deposit 50 Algo, and we're just going to add into our balance here. So 50 Algo currently sitting at $14.49. It's as easy as click 1, 2, 3. So we're going to hit deposit. Your transaction pops up on your Para Algo to approve. You just hit the confirm all yellow button. Your transaction has been processed, and then you can go ahead and put that down. You could see this on the Explorer. And then here in just a moment, you'll see that our balance has now gone up to 2,221 Algo. So we're very happy with that. We're going to keep building this up, and we're going to keep building it up and keep building it up until we could start seeing some good generation on Algo. I'll play around and look at some of the guesstimation of the numbers, and then we're also going to diversify in a couple of other options here. Oh man, that was a lot of information. So now, like I said, we're going to go over it later. At the very beginning of the video, I wanted to give a big shout out and a thank you to Bill in Michigan. He gave a 5 Algo tip, and he left a note saying, "Nice to see new videos. However, I miss you yelling super chat on the lives and roasting helium scanners." I'm assuming he meant to say scammers. Yeah, I do miss those days as well. I really had a lot of fun on the super chats. I had a lot of fun on the YouTube live, going over the helium placements and the antennas and what to use in the area and all that stuff. I just don't think that, I mean, maybe we can do a Folks Finance or a Tiny Man or some kind of live stream in regards to that again, for old time's sake. We'll see. Maybe just a little coffee chat or something like we used to. But anyway, yeah, hopefully it's a lot of information that I got covered and you guys understand it more. Not bad. I'm actually happy with how fast we covered everything. I know that you guys will probably have some questions, comments, or concerns or anything along those lines. I'm always open to being corrected in my comment section as well. I don't know everything. I'm not a financial advisor. This YouTube channel is basically just my journey into these platforms. I don't get paid anything to promote Folks Finance. I just like the Algorand token, and that was in my Para wallet one day, so I put stuff in there, and I liked it. Now, I will say, if you guys could take a moment and jump over to my X account, they are running a video contest right now up until February 13th, where the #1 video or something, or I have a chance of winning $1,000, which I'll probably just put away onto Folks Finance as well. That would be greatly appreciated. My X is down in the description of this video, or you can just look me up, Nerdy Dude Stuff, and that would be really, really appreciated. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me on Telegram, X, or Discord. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. I'm O'Price, and we'll see you guys next time.